What's going on, Go Nation? I'm back with another video. Today, I'm going to be... I'm going to be reacting to the Cosmic Wonder Loki Season 2 reshoots. Remove Jonathan Majors variant. Jonathan Majors. Don't know. Look, I've stopped paying attention to this situation because nothing new is happening for him. So, yeah, and I don't think I've ever covered it on my channel. I never really gave my opinion about it on this channel, but it is what it is. He made a mistake. He's probably not going to be in the MCU anymore. You know, they're doing reshoots, so, I mean, let's go ahead and react to the video because I don't know exactly what's going on. I want to know exactly what's going on before I start talking about this. But anyways, before we get into the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We are on the road to 100 subs. We're getting so close to the 100 subs, bro. Just gotta hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the video.
Burn it down!
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and it looks like all of the signs right now point to the fact that Jonathan Majors may no longer be our Kang in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, this is obviously really big news, and we're going to dive into it, but we also have some Moon Knight Season 2 news to go over today, and also some Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 ending news. James Gunn has come out on Twitter talking to some of the fans that have been tweeting at him, and he has clarified one very specific thing in regards to the High Evolutionary, who I think was just an absolute great villain in that movie. Go ahead and let us know what you thought about him as the villain in Guardians 3 in the comments down below. And of course, speaking of villains, like I mentioned, it does seem like Jonathan Majors might be out as Kang the Conqueror. In fact, today we have a report that they rewrote some parts of Loki Season 2 to essentially write out his specific variant. And we're going to explain what exactly this means for the MCU in this video. And a big shout out to our new patrons, the Proud Canadian, aka Jared La Rochelle, Critical Cactus, Crystal Baitler, and Eddie Johnson. Thank you all so much for your support. We super appreciate it. Also, we have a giveaway going. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. So we did a video a couple of days ago talking about some major updates with Jonathan Majors. You can check that out. We'll link it down below. But if you missed it, basically what you really need to know is that Marvel Studios and Disney have seemingly removed all traces of Jonathan Majors' name and his character, Kang the Conqueror's name, from pretty much all promotional material for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and Loki Season 2. His name is still mentioned in the credits, obviously, because, well, you have to do that. But anything else, it's pretty much gone. Even in Quantumania, they mention that there is a threat. They don't even say Kang the Conqueror, nothing. Really, any association with Jonathan Majors and Kang is simply not there right now. So on the surface, it really does look like Marvel Studios is at least preparing to part ways with Jonathan Majors as Kang. They could be waiting to see what happens in the court, where they've already had one meeting, but it didn't really go anywhere yet. But they could just be waiting to see what happens with the case of Jonathan Majors if he is found guilty or innocent. However, removing him and even the mention of his character from basically all their promotional material does say that they are at least extremely worried. And according to insider Alex P from the Cosmic Circus, Disney kind of issued a statement that says under no circumstances are they allowed in any of the material to mention Jonathan Majors or his involvement in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania as Kang, or the MCU in general. So that's a pretty big thing for Disney to do. However, Alex P also confirmed that of course they are not going to simply get rid of Kang. They're too deep into it, and he is pretty much the whole basis of the multiverse saga. And they stressed how super important Kang was, obviously, in Loki Season 1 and in Quantumania, and he's going to be a huge part of Loki Season 2. And this is where it gets pretty interesting. Alex P also said that at the end of Loki Season 2, we're going to find out Marvel's decision. So it seems like Marvel has already made their decision. And if you take a look at what is happening at Disney and Marvel right now, that decision seems to be cutting ties with Jonathan Majors. However, today we have a new development. Coming again from Alex B, he tweeted out stating that they have done reshoots for Loki Season 2. And this is because of the legal trouble that Jonathan Majors is in. Alex won't state what the reshoots are to not get in trouble, which I understand. However, if we simply use logic here, we could pretty much understand that if Marvel Studios plan to keep Jonathan Majors, they would not do reshoots. You really only do reshoots if you plan on changing some things. Plus, Alex B said that at the end of Loki season 2, and this of course was with Alex knowing they did reshoots already, we would have our answer. So that would seemingly confirm that the reshoots were to kind of write Jonathan Majors as Kang out of the picture, out of the multiverse saga. But let's just super clarify this right now. They are not writing Kang out of the MCU. They are simply writing the variant that is Jonathan Majors out of the MCU. Now, I know in Quantumania's post-credit scene, we saw thousands of Jonathan Majors' variants of Kang. But Loki, and especially Spider-Man No Way Home, taught us that not all variants look the same. So basically, whoever they bring in as a new actor to play Kang is, of course, not going to look like Jonathan Majors. I'm sure the actor they'll bring in will have some similarities to him, especially in the acting department. You would imagine that he would act pretty similar, but it's pretty easy to explain a change in the actor. One, everybody kind of knows what's going on right now with Jonathan Majors, but two, as far as the continuity of the actual Marvel Cinematic Universe, that world, it's very easy to simply say, well, that was a variant of Kang. Yes, there are other variants like him. However, this new one that is going to come in the Kang Dynasty or whatever next Marvel movie he shows up in, it's pretty easy to say this one, actually, with the new actor, this is the main Kang. This is the main one you have to worry about in the Kang Dynasty and in Secret Wars. Then all you have to do is have scenes or post-credit scenes with other variants looking like him, the new actor. Unfortunately, for Jonathan Majors, it's not really that big of a problem. I mean, take a look at Iron Man 1 and then Iron Man 2. Rhodey was recast. He was originally Terrence Howard, but now it's Don Cheadle. And Don Cheadle has come so far in the MCU. He has been a part of pretty much every major Avengers movie. Now he's going to be in Secret Wars and even getting his own movie, Armor Wars. And although Jonathan Majors has showed up a lot more than Terrence Howard did, if they have to recast, they have to recast. It is what it is. And although no official statement has been made from Marvel based off of all the information that we've learned, it does really seem like they have decided to recast him. But we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, let us know your thoughts about all of this in the comments down below. Now, a really cool report that we've heard recently from Deadline a couple of days ago is that Marvel Studios is expected to have big plans for May Kalamaui, who played Layla, aka the Scarlet Scarab, in Moon Knight. So since Marvel Studios has pretty big plans for her, this would almost kind of confirm that Moon Knight Season 2 is coming. We've heard rumors about this for a pretty long time. Insiders have said that it is happening, and Oscar Isaac has mentioned that he is totally down to do it again, which obviously, why wouldn't he? And let's be honest, we know Marvel Studios has plans for Moon Knight. This wasn't just a one and done series in which we'll never see Moon Knight again. He's definitely coming back. And now that Deadline has announced that Marvel Studios has really big plans for the Scarlet Scarab, that pretty much confirms Season 2. And if they are hearing things about these Moon Knight characters, that means that Marvel Studios is probably trying to get the ball rolling with that Season 2. Who knows if it's going to come out before the end of the Multiverse Saga or if it's going to come out in Phase 7, but of course, if we hear anything, we'll let you know. And as far as the ending of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is involved with the High Evolutionary, James Gunn has come out on Twitter and he has confirmed the High Evolutionary is still alive. We saw that Rocket Raccoon refused to kill him. However, it looked like the Guardians simply let the High Evolutionary die at the end with the shipwreck. But James Gunn confirms that that is not true. In fact, he confirms that Drax saved the High Evolutionary. And when it comes to Rocket not killing the High Evolutionary, this is what James Gunn said. Yes, it's the whole culmination of Rocket's journey. His shift comes in that he doesn't kill him. He goes from being the least empathetic to the most empathetic Guardian. It seems silly and hollow that he'd refuse to kill him and then leave him on an exploding ship. And yes, there is a deleted scene. It's really great actually, but it messed up the pacing of the end. But you'll see it in the extras eventually. And as far as where he is right now, James Gunn stated he is imprisoned on Nowhere. So the current Guardians of the Galaxy actually have the High Evolutionary. And normally I would say that that's a pretty big setup for something to happen down the line. However, this is James Gunn's story, and James Gunn is now out. He is over at DC now. He is done with his own Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, and we have a new Guardians of the Galaxy team. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But for those of you who were wondering, the High Evolutionary is not dead. He's very much alive, and he is on Nowhere under the watch of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Man, another great video from Cosmic, man. You're always killing it. Jonathan Majors, he messed up, man. No, look, we don't know if he's guilty. Could be innocent. Yeah. Okay. Innocent. But it looks like Marvel's getting rid of him. It's it's kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is. He made a mistake. He has to own up to it. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment or two. Go Nation. You know what to do. I'm out.